Hey campers, welcome back to another Brand Camp episode, and today I'm taking you inside the Brand Camp mess hall. That's right. Let me ask you a question. Do you like cake? Of course you do. We all like cake. My mother, who just would have been 90 and has been gone now for a long time, she always dearly loved chocolate cake. In fact, my mom loved chocolate cake so much, she was dragged out of the Hershey, Pennsylvania chocolate factory after being in the complimentary lounge for 6 hours, which usually there's a time limit on, and she way extended that. So she loved chocolate cake, and she'd always make us chocolate. So it's been a long time, and I started looking out. I said, how hard can this be? And I looked up the ingredients to make a good chocolate cake, and all it takes is a little sugar, some milk, and butter, eggs, and Coke. How hard can this be, right? So it starts out with a little sugar. I guess a scoop of sugar. I like sugar, so I'm going to put a lot of sugar in there. And then you need to add a little milk, of course, so we'll put a little milk in there. And, oh, you know what? I forgot the flour. You got to have flour, so I don't know, a scunch, maybe a scunch of flour. And then butter. Got to have some butter. So I got a couple scoops here. I think we'll better add a second one. You think they get? And then eggs. You need eggs, so we'll put a couple eggs in here. They kind of get stuck. So that's, I think, and then got to have some cocoa, right? Now I think I got the basic ingredients, but once in a while I like to go off the reservation a little bit, and guess what? I love mustard, so I'm going to put a little shot of mustard in here and give it a little tang. In fact, if you want a little kick to it, you got to have a little sriracha sauce, and that makes it really good too. And of course, my favorite, of course, just a little pinch of handful of salt to give it some bite. So those are the ingredients with a few extra of how you make, I think, a chocolate cake. But of course, now we got to mix this up really good before we put it in the oven. So let me get it right. And, you know, it's not just having the right ingredients. There's more to this, isn't there? And what I discovered in making a cake is it's a lot like picking media. As a business owner, you've got to spend money and pick media to make yourself famous, to get known in a marketplace. So there's a lot of ingredients out there to have a marketing or a media plan. There's radio, there's TV, there's digital, there's websites, there's retargeting, there's all sorts of tactics and strategies. So it's not just having the right ingredients. First of all, it's having the right mix, the right quantities of each one. And that's kind of the challenge here, is just because we had a little bit of everything in here and a few extras on top of that, it's kind of like, hey, let's try hot air balloons, let's try some keychains, or, you know, the extras are fine. But again, you got to start with a plan, not only just the recipe, but asking yourself, here's the other question: what is success? Before you begin spending money in media, you better ask and answer the question, what will this look like when it's finished? Because if you don't know what success is before you start, you're in big trouble. And that cake that you want is probably going to be a big mess. But if you know you want a chocolate cake, and that's what you're trying to make, you know what success looks like before you begin. What is success in media? Before you spend all that money and you do all these things, and if they're not tied together, you're going to have a mess. You'll never get that mix you're looking for to create the results you're looking for. So I went back and put in the right ingredients in the right amount, and let's see what happens when you do it the right way. I think it's about ready right about now. Here it is, your new chocolate cake. And just like your media, if you do it right with the right ingredients in the right amounts over time, you put it all together, your media won't be a media mess like our first batch. It'll end up like a media mix in a great tasting chocolate cake. If you're not getting good cake in your media mix, it's time to come to Brand Camp. We'll see you there, campers.